Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to the
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 2.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8 electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11 electoral votes, West Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
We're going to see another meltdown just like that based on what we are seeing today. And every single normal thinking human being on the planet should be rallying around Donald J. Trump after what we are witnessing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to an emergency episode of CobraCast IRL, the single most important live stream on YouTube with IRL in the name, and it definitely pulls in the most views and gets the most super chats. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, and we got a lot to talk about. I hope all of you are doing well. I appreciate all of you. I heard that video and all the comments just said, we got to have CobraCast. We got to have CobraCast. We got to have CobraCast. I listened to all of you. I see my boy Memology in the chat saying, reporting for duty, sir. Right back at you, sir. I appreciate you, Memology, the man, the myth, the legend himself. So here we go. It has been announced that a grand jury in Manhattan has voted to indict Donald Trump. Now, this is right off the news that we said they were going to take a break. They were going to take a hiatus. But then suddenly you have all of this nonsense going on in Tennessee with an actual insurrection happening. You have Jacob Chansley released from prison because the January 6th narrative fell apart. You have all of this crazy stuff going on. And now out of nowhere, we're back to Donald Trump has to be arrested. Donald Trump is the worst person in the world. Distractions all over the place. This will be the biggest political backfire of all time. This will go down as the biggest political backfire of all time. You're already seeing the massive amount of support. And in fact, as I started this stream, Governor Ron DeSantis has tweeted about this situation. And we're going to read this right here and right now. Sharing my screen right here. Ron DeSantis says the weaponization of the legal system to advance a political agenda turns the rule of law on its head. It's un-American. The Soros-backed Manhattan district attorney has consistently bent the law to downgrade felonies and excuse criminals' misconduct. Yet now he is stretching the law to target a political opponent. Florida will not assist. Now, this is big for DeSantis. I still question, okay? But I got to give him credit. He said what he said. Basically, that Florida's not going to assist in any of this. Given the questionable circumstances, issues with the Soros-backed Manhattan prosecutor and his political agenda. So Ron DeSantis, through his government account, is saying that Florida will not assist. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means in terms of just because Florida won't assist doesn't mean Trump won't turn himself in. If Trump turns himself in, which I assume he will, it doesn't really matter if DeSantis or Florida doesn't assist. And I think that's what we have to remember here. Look, look, the fact that he didn't even say Trump's name in this bothers me a lot. It bothers me that he didn't even say Trump's name. All right. It bothers me that he is still avoiding saying Trump's name. So that right there is a red flag for me, but I'm just going to give him credit where credit's due. Okay. But I think ultimately Florida not assisting, while sounds good on paper, really has no real meaning because ultimately Florida's not going to play a big role into this. And he already said that they're not getting involved. He got a lot of political backlash for that. And that's why I question now. It's like, well, when you were asked directly about this, you said, we're not going to get involved in this. We're staying out of this. And he got a lot of political heat for it. And now all of a sudden, now that it's officially been voted on that Trump is indicted, now you're saying Florida's not going to assist. But ultimately, that's not really what this comes down to, because if Trump turns himself in, then Florida is irrelevant in that situation. So I don't know. At the end of the day, I appreciate the statement, but the fact that Trump's name is not even in the statement, and the fact that you've already said that you were not going to assist, don't know. But I appreciate the statement nonetheless. So anyway, it is what it is. So that was there. We have got a lot. So here's the difference. Here's my difference. You have DeSantis saying this versus this statement right here from Kerry Lake. I don't know about you, but I have never supported Donald J. Trump more than I do in this moment. That is a definitive statement right there. There's nothing to question. You know where Kerry Lake and her allegiance lies. She speaks very clearly, very concisely. There's nothing for me to try to interpret there. Ron DeSantis normally speaks that way. Ron DeSantis is normally, boom, here's what I think, here's what I believe. I'm not going to leave any questions on the table. Yet when it comes to Trump, he sounds like a politician. So, I don't know, swig of water for the working man. I found this to be very funny too. We're just going to be on Twitter a lot, okay? But right here, shout out to Josiah Rises. This tweet right here from Pedro Gonzalez. Let me see if I can blow this up. I don't know if I can blow this up anymore. Not really. It's not going to let me blow this up anymore. I'll read it though. It says, this is something that he deleted. It says, Trump wasn't arrested last week or this week. There's no indictment on the horizon. I was right when I reported that this was about donations for Trump's campaign before the FEC books close tomorrow. DeSantis was the only one of the people who didn't take the bait. Everyone else got played. Well, guess what? Guess what? That has been deleted. That has been deleted because a lot of people said that Trump was just trying to get donations. He was just trying to get donations. And ultimately, there's where we are. And that tweet has been deleted. So sit down, Pedro Gonzalez. Let me go back to bookmarks really quick. There's a lot of bookmark stuff here. Here's Benny Johnson. Never before in American history has a president been indicted on criminal charges. This is election interference. This is political persecution. This is the weaponization of the justice system, not just against Trump, but against all of us. This is war. Well said, Benny Johnson. Well said. Here is Donald Trump's statement. These thugs and radical left monsters have just indicted the 45th president of the United States of America and the leading Republican candidate by far for the 2024 nomination for president. This is an attack on our country, the likes of which we have never seen. It is likewise a continuing attack on our once free and fair elections. The USA is now a third world nation, a nation in serious decline. So sad. He is 100% right. This is disgusting, beyond belief, beyond belief. And again, I don't care if you like Trump. I don't care if you're a DeSantis person. I don't care who you actually prefer. If you're not a person with TDS, you should be outraged. The only people that are not outraged about this are people with TDS. That's it. Because those people have a virus, and it is the woke mind virus, but TDS is an extension of the woke mind virus, and it's slightly different than the woke mind virus. But it's the inability to not think rationally at all when it comes to Trump. He controls their mind. He controls their emotions. They lose sleep at night. He's destroyed their relationship. He's destroyed their friendships. He's destroyed everything because they have TDS. And so outside of that, I can't think of a normal person that can't just sit here and look at this and go, what the hell is going on right now? This is beyond anything I have seen. It really is unbelievable. Here is Speaker McCarthy. Alvin Bragg has irreparably damaged our country in an attempt to interfere in our presidential election. As he routinely frees violent criminals to terrorize the public, he has weaponized our sacred system of justice against President Trump. The American people will not tolerate this injustice, and the House of Representatives will hold Alvin Bragg and his unprecedented abuse of power to account. Shout out to you, Kevin McCarthy, someone that I wasn't the biggest fan of. Even when Trump endorsed him, I questioned it. And hey, he's stepping up to the plate. He's stepping up to the plate. So we'll see if he actually can follow through. But let's be clear. McCarthy's the one that turned over the January 6th tapes to Tucker Carlson. And the reason Jacob Chansley is free right now, or at least he's been let out of his sentence early, and I think they've got him in a halfway house. I'm not sure. But the reason that has happened is because Kevin McCarthy actually turned over the footage to Tucker Carlson, and then Tucker Carlson put a signal boost on it, and then people like Elon Musk saw it and put a bigger signal boost on it, and now he's free. So while I still might have issues with Kevin McCarthy, you got to call balls and strikes, and at this point in time, he's been pretty damn good. He's been pretty damn good. And you got to give credit where credit is due. Yes, 100%. Chansley was a political prisoner, as are many others. 100%. Yeah, they've got him in a halfway house right now. And I think eventually he's going to be able to get out and sue the living shit out of so many people. Just like, what was his name? What was the guy's name that Nick Sandman, just like Sandman. So there's a lot here, man. There's a lot here. So Donald Trump is expected to be arrested in Manhattan next week. Now, we did get reports that, now this was about a week and a half ago. We got reports that Trump himself was urging for them to go ahead and do it, because he said that they're going to film the whole thing. He's going to have a camera crew. They're going to film it and document it. Donald Trump's mugshot will make him a bigger legend than he already is. As a matter of fact, I think Benny Johnson made a tweet that I thought was really funny. Right here, right. Hang on. No, that's not it. That's not it. Where did it go? I think Benny tweeted out, yeah, right here. Democrats just turned Donald Trump into Tupac. That's what they've done. They've turned him into Tupac. Trump is now Tupac. That's what they've done to this man. Now, here's is this the full statement right here? So this is the full statement right here. I know you guys are on Discord right now in the Snake Pit. Let me see what you got going on in the Snake Pit. So our Geeks and Gamers Discord, we have a snake pit within the Geeks and Gamers Discord, and they do a great job of giving me information and stuff to react to. So shout out to all of you. I'm looking into this right now. Now, all right, let's watch this one. Let's watch this one. All right, let's listen to this statement right here. Here we go. Now, this is one of Trump's opponents. Here we go.
I'm Vivek Ramaswamy, and I'm running for president of the United States. Earlier today, my competitor in this race, Donald Trump, was criminally indicted in a politically motivated prosecution. This is wrong. This is dangerous. We're skating on thin ice as a country right now. I think we may be heading on our way to a national divorce. I'm running for president because I care about a national revival instead, but this is a step in the wrong direction. You don't know what? Alvin Bragg, he ran on a campaign, a political campaign for his position, pledging to investigate Donald Trump. You don't know what he did today? He delivered on a campaign promise. That is not how our justice system is supposed to work. Justice is supposed to be impartial. If this had been anybody else other than Donald Trump on this set of facts, it would have been charged as a misdemeanor at most, if at all. Yet what we see right now is a ruling party in our country that will stop at nothing, even using police force to arrest its political opponents. We're not some banana republic, guys. We are the United States of America. We're supposed to be that shining city on a hill for the rest of the world that still gives hope to the free world as we know it. And yet look at what we have become today. This is not the America that I know. And you know what? You do have a constitutional right to protest this decision if you want to. The only ask I will make is do it peacefully and do it lawfully if that's the decision you make. Because, again, we're in dangerous times today. I care about having one country left at the end of this. And if Alvin Bragg or even Joe Biden wants to do something, let alone the rest of this Republican field, we can all unite to say that even if we're running against Donald Trump, we at least want to let the voters decide who gets to be the next president rather than some Javert-style prosecutor sitting in New York City. That is not the country I know. That is not the country that my parents came to. That is not the country that we pledge allegiance to. That is not the United States.
That was well said. That was well said right there. Don't know much about that guy, but you like as people were saying, you know, that's the difference in the DeSantis comment versus his. I know we got some super chats here. I appreciate you guys being here. Hayden says, told you DeSantis would wait until this moment. LOL. Trump is apparently traveling to Manhattan soon from Florida. Yeah, I think it's still, though, I'm not satisfied with DeSantis's answer. I'm really not. The fact that he avoided saying Trump's name completely, it just doesn't work for me. And I don't like being in this position. I don't like challenging anything from DeSantis. I can only be as honest as I can be about how I feel about it. Like, we covered DeSantis and this whole Reedy Creek thing over on Geeks Gamers earlier, and I gave him full credit for how it's all played out. I may have some differences with the guy, but when he does things I like, I'm going to say it. But he just sounds too much like a politician when it comes to the Trump stuff. Everything else, he's legit as hell, but he's coming off as a politician with all this stuff, man, and it bothers me. It bothers me. Let's see. All right, so I'm still looking here. So if you guys have any other videos you want me to check out, please let me know about that. This is a crazy situation with all the stuff going on right now, the stuff going on in Tennessee right now. Look what we're talking about. We're not talking about what we should be talking about. We're talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about Donald Trump being indicted. This will dominate every single news story. We're not talking about Joe Biden being out of his mind, okay? We're not talking about his pathetic approval rating right now. We're not talking about Katie Hobbs' spokesperson calling for violence against Christians and Republicans. We're not talking about Jane Fonda calling for the murder of Christians right before a crazy trans person goes and murders Christians. We're not talking about any of that. We're talking about the indictment of Donald Trump. That's what we're doing. We're not talking about this right here. Hang on. Most popular president in the history of our country right here, according to the last election. This is the guy that we're not talking about. This man is not fit for office. Listen to this. Listen to this.
And by the way, I'm known as America's most pro-labor senator. Well, guess what? And then as president, well, guess what? in fact, increasing the number of women who are in labor unions. It's got to be. Oh, no, you think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. And by the way, I know I'm supposed to.
What? Like, this is the guy. This is the guy that's running our country right now, apparently. We all know he's not really running the country. We all know that. I mean, my God. It's so unbelievable. It's so unbelievable that that's the state of where we are. So instead of talking about this senile old man who doesn't know where he's at from time to time, and again, I just want to show this one more time because as disturbing as it is, it's necessary to understand exactly what is going on. They are so worried about Trump and hush money. Do you know why they're scared of Trump? Because he's running against this lunatic right here. Let me remind all of you, this is around 3 or 4 hours after the Nashville shooting. This was around 3 or 4 hours after it. This is his first address publicly, and this is how he handled it right here.
To the White House. My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband. And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip. I came down because I heard there was chocolate chip ice cream. By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. I think I'm kidding. I'm not. God. Ben, how are you, pal? One of the best guys in the United States Congress, Ben Cardin. Folks, it's a delight to have you all here. And who are those good-looking kids back there? They're your kids, all 4 of them? Well, stand up, guys.
John, we'll jump back in here. Considering the moment,
we were told that the
shooting that just happened left 3 children dead, 3 adults dead, shooters dead, and we were told he would be addressing this off the top.
Yeah, it's rather surprising. I thought that a somber President Biden would have come to the podium here and addressed this school shooting.
Just, I mean, again, there's a reason to continue to remind people of how, like, so right now, what did I say? What did I say is that we were going to continue to get distraction after distraction after distraction. And they know that they can't beat Trump in a fair head-to-head fight. They know that Biden can't even compete. They know Kamala Harris, Lord, my God. I mean, honestly, like, who could Kamala Harris beat? Like, she can't, she's literally the dumbest person on the planet. I mean, it is insane how dumb she is. It's actually impressive how dumb she is. Here's Unusual Wales that says, we got a lawyer from Trump. President Trump's lawyer says, President Trump has been indicted. He did not commit any crime. We will vigorously fight this political persecution in court. So they are going to fight like hell, as they should. But honestly, this is like, again, I'm not an attorney, okay? I just have common sense. That's all I have. That's all I have going for me is I have common sense. And I'm as honest as I can possibly be. I don't see any scenario where Donald Trump actually sees jail time at all. I don't even think that's on the table. Now, there might be legal people that can speak to that better than I can, but he's not going to see jail time. This is about hoping to derail his 2024 campaign. That's all this is about. That's all this was ever about. They cannot stop him. They know he's too popular. They know that MAGA is way too powerful, and they know that he's going to win the nomination, and he's more than likely going to win the presidency, and they can't stand it. So that is exactly why this is happening. Here's Trump Jr.'s statement on it right here. This isn't just the radical left weaponizing the government to target their political enemies. This is them weaponizing the government to interfere in the 2024 election to stop Trump. The only solution is to shove it down their throats and put him back in the White House. #MAGA. What have I been fucking saying? I am tired of saying the same fucking thing over and over again, but I will continue to say it. I will repeat myself until November 2024 if I have to. Stop with the bullshit. Stop whining about all of this other stuff and just understand there's one person to support, and it's Trump. That's it. You remember when Tim Pool just a few weeks ago, after the arrest stuff comes out, he goes on this passionate speech. I get it now. I understand why they support Trump. I get it. I understand. This is ridiculous. I'm supporting Trump. And then like 2 days later, he's back to going, I don't know if I support Trump. I kind of like DeSantis. Shut the fuck up. You are part of the problem. Pathetic, spineless people that can't even take a stand for something are part of the problem. He gets up there and preaches about how we have to fight back. We have to fight back. And then you can't even stay true to what you say. The next day, you're flip-flopping again, just like a fucking woman. Over and over again, he cannot stay the course. He has to just whine and cry. I see little Ben Shapiro. Little Ben Shapiro is becoming CNN because all he's doing is whining about Trump and pushing the pro-DeSantis narrative. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing right now. It's ridiculous. I'm so sick of these conservatives and these Republicans with no backbone whatsoever. The reason the left continues to win, why? Because they have one unifying goal. They hate Trump and they'll do anything to stop him. That is why they are mobilized. And the conservative side, again, what do we do in every aspect of life? We look at the situation and we go, what is the best thing for the entire situation? We have to separate our own personal biases from, what the reality of it is sometimes. We have never seen a politician, and I hate to call Trump a politician, but for argument's sake, we're calling him a politician because he is by definition. We have never seen a politician with a base as strong as Trump's. Never. There's never been a politician with a base this strong. His base is immovable. They will always support him. They will always stand by him no matter what. So when you have a person that already has a built-in base of people that is immovable and will not change and will not stop supporting him, that means you're already ahead of the game. So now the party itself and all of the talking heads out there, they should look at that and go, we already have the strongest foundation known to man. We already have it. So now we need to put the full support behind what's already established. What is the key to building something strong? A strong foundation. Trump has the strongest foundation you will ever find in politics. The key to building something that lasts is a strong foundation. But these weirdos, they just keep whining and crying. He's not presidential. He's too mean. He says things that are mean. Yeah, he also gave us an amazing economy. He also brokered historic peace deals. He also didn't get us into any wars. He also had low gas prices. He also gave us plenty of jobs and gave us respect around the world. But you're mad because he's not presidential. I'm so tired of it. And again, if 2024 falls to the Democrats, kiss it all goodbye, dude. Kiss it all goodbye. That's where I stand on this. Swig of water for the working man. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you being here on this emergency CobraCast. Unbelievable. Anthony Arribas. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Are you optimistic for the future? If hypothetically things were to go bad, what would you do? What would you do in your family? I mean, I'm optimistic for Trump, but I'm not optimistic for, even if Trump wins, I still see a road to hell. And that's why my perfect plan here was what? I've said it for a while now. Obviously, I don't think I feel this way anymore, but my perfect plan was Trump DeSantis in 2024. Trump as president, DeSantis as VP. Trump, what did I say? I've said this 1,000 times, so I'll keep repeating myself again. In that scenario, my perfect scenario, Trump and DeSantis. Trump, they win the White House. Trump is president, DeSantis is VP. Trump focuses on foreign policy, cleaning up all the disasters around the world, which he can and he will. And then let DeSantis handle everything here and turn America into Florida. That was my perfect scenario. 4 years of that, and then that sets you up for a magical run for Ron DeSantis for 8 years. 8 years with that foundation, that would have been the perfect scenario. I clearly don't see that as an option anymore with how DeSantis has been acting. But now I don't know who the option would be, but I mean, Trump only has 4 years. He only has 4 years. And then if it falls right back into the Democratic hands, then who knows what happens after that? You know what I mean? So it's a sad reality that, you know, people can't actually see how bad things are. You know, I thought Trump's answer to Sean Hannity the other day was perfect. Again, as I've said, you can complain about Trump and all that stuff. At the end of the day, this man is 76, 77 years old. He's a billionaire. He has businesses all around the world. He has connections all around the world. He has Secret Service 24/7. He can do whatever he wants. He can go wherever he wants. And he chooses to continue to make himself the biggest target on the planet from some of the worst people on the planet. He doesn't have to do this. And people will go, well, it's because of his ego. Okay, great people have an ego. Welcome to success. That is just how it is. I don't care who you're talking about. Do you think Tom Cruise doesn't have an ego? Do you think Michael Jordan didn't have an ego? Do you think Kobe Bryant didn't have an ego? Alpha males have an ego. Alpha males have a fucking attitude. That is the bottom line. Do you think, well, not current day, but let's look at the years of past of military leaders and military commanders. Do you think that they didn't have an ego? Do you think that they weren't rough and tough? My goodness, man, that's life. I mean, it's just insane to think that. Like Michael Jordan's teammates hated him. They hated him because he was brutal. He was brutal to them. But guess what? They were fucking great. Legendarily great. Kobe Bryant was brutal to his teammates. Brutal. So Trump is an asshole. He's an ego guy. He's arrogant. He's a billionaire. Welcome to the party, because that's what great people are. So, yes, the documentary for the Chicago Bulls, Last Dance, fantastic. So, but let me see. I'm trying to see if there's any real-time stories breaking as we're doing this. But if you're just tuning in, oh, look at here. All right, so we've got, let's see. All right, here we go. Alan Dershowitz. Let's see right here. We got a clip from him. Here we go. Let's hear this. I haven't heard it, so we're listening to this right now. Here we go.
This is the thinnest case, the most stretched case I've ever seen. And this is coming from a liberal Democrat who plans to vote for Biden again if he runs against Trump. This is not about politics. I love the legal system. I've been doing this for 60 years. I've never quite seen a case like this. And for it to be the first prosecution of a former president and the first prosecution of a man who's running for president against an incumbent Democrat being indicted by a Democrat, a popularly elected Democrat, on a case as thin as this. I tell you, it's Banana Republic time. This is
when he's saying that, bro, this is so bad. This is going to be the biggest backfire ever. Let's listen to this one more time, and I'm glad he qualifies himself.
This is the thinnest case, the most stretched case I've ever seen. And this is coming from a liberal Democrat who plans to vote for Biden again if he runs against Trump. This is not about politics. I love the legal system. I've been doing this for 60 years. I've never quite seen a case like this. And for it to be the first prosecution of a former president and the first prosecution of a man who's running for president against an incumbent Democrat being indicted by a Democrat, a popularly elected Democrat, on a case as thin as this. I tell you, it's Banana Republic time. This,
Dude, they have Trump has broken their brains. He has absolutely broken their brains to the point where they're just doing this and it's killing them. It's killing them. It's killing their entire argument. Now, this is the rallying around Trump is fantastic. Hopefully this holds. So right here, check this one out. Right here. I hope I'm probably going to get hit with music, but whatever. You know what? Snake Pit, rise up. Here we go. That was pretty cool. Right there. He never backed down for you. MAGA War Room retweeted that. So, hell yeah. Hell yeah. What else we got here? That's Dershowitz right there. Let's see. Keep fighting, Mr. President.
The only president of the United States to be impeached for a second
January
time.
6th committee releasing its final 845-page report.
Former President Donald Trump has been indicted.
Remember this, nothing worth doing ever came easy. Following your convictions means you must be willing to face criticism from those who lack the same courage to do what is right. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead.
This is a party that wants an outsider badly.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
You must keep pushing forward. Never, ever give up. There'll be times in your life you'll want to quit, you'll want to go home. I can't do it. I can't do it. Just never quit. You will build a future where we have the courage to chase our dreams no matter what the cynics and the doubters have to say. You will have the confidence to speak the hopes in your hearts.
Hey, Dio Shifter, always was. I don't know where the fuck you been, but it's always been one. But if you're looking for a channel that can't finally figure out what they can't really get any traction and they flip-flop from day to day, Timcast IRL, Monday through Friday. Go check that one out. He's not a full-on Trump shill channel. I am, and I'm not afraid to admit it. Trump 2024, go fuck yourself, MAGA forever. Let's continue.
And to express the love that stirs your souls. And you will have the faith to replace a broken establishment with a government that serves and protects the people. They're not coming after me, they're coming after you. I'm just standing in their way. And I always will stand in their way.
Bro, we're going to keep getting like epic shit like this that makes Trump just... They're going to make Trump the legend that he always has said he was. You know what I mean? Like, holy crap. Like, we're just going to get so many awesome, videos like that. Let me check out True Social, which I rarely spend time on. But let me see if I can find... Let me see. I rarely get over here. So let me search. All right, here we go. Dude, this is all they've done. All they've done. The news just got announced like what, an hour ago, an hour and a half, and we've already got these amazing movie style trailers just making Trump be the baddest man on the planet. Let's check this one out right here over on True Social. Like, we're gonna get so much of this now. You guys are idiots.
The test of a man is how much he will bear for a cause which he knows to be right. How long will he stand in the depths of despair? How much will he suffer and fight? There are many to serve when the victory is near, and few are the hurts to be borne. But it calls for a leader of courage to cheer the men in a battle forlorn. It is the way you hold out against odds that are great that proves what your courage is worth. It is the way that you stand to the bruises of fate that shows up your stature and girth. And victory is nothing but proof of your skill, veneered with a glory that's thin. Unless it is a proof of unfaltering will, and unless you have suffered to win.
Dude, I love this, dude. This is so freaking good. So basically, you're doing, like, hopefully, and what did I just say? What did I just say about the biggest problem with the right and conservatives and all of that is that they're not unified. Basically, what they're saying or what they're doing is they're helping unify, which has been one of the bigger flaws. All right, here's from ALX. This was tweeted 10 seconds ago. Let's see what this is right here.
And I am told by my sources that this is 34 counts of falsification of business records, which is probably a lot of charges involving each document, each thing that was submitted as a separate count in a couple of matters.
So So CNN reports Donald Trump will face 34 counts of falsifying business records. I thought that he was literally, I'm just going to say it. I'm not going to back down off the YouTube bullshit. Like, you guys support enough here. We're probably going to get demonetized. Most of my streams are getting demonetized because of the things I talk about, whatever. I don't care. I got you guys to help offset that. Like, what happened to the fact that we were told that he was literally Hitler? We were told that Trump was literally Hitler. We were told that he was going to murder people. We were told that he was going to walk out in the streets and endanger lives. We were told that he had his finger on the nuclear button and he was going to get us into all of these wars. We were told all of this. And all you can find on him is that he might have paid a porn star hush money. Really? Really? And you think that that is going to make anyone that supports Trump stop supporting Trump? As I've said, if you were to tell me now, again, so Donald Trump has been a fixture in like my life in terms of like knowing who he was since the early days of wrestling back in the day. Trump, when I think they were in Atlantic City, I think, was it Hogan and Macho Man at WrestleMania? Was it WrestleMania 5 when the Mega Powers exploded? Was that I think that was WrestleMania 5 when Trump was there. WrestleMania 5 when the Mega Powers exploded, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of these WrestleManias, though. Donald Trump walked into the building, and I remember, like, it was like, I was very, very young. I was very, very young. But when he walked in, it was like, I thought he was the richest man on the planet. It was like, oh my God, that's the richest man on the planet. My young mind just looked at him and thought, money, money, money. He's surrounded by hot women. Like, that's who Trump's been my entire life. My entire life, Donald Trump has been about a couple of things: telling you how great he is, telling you how much money he has, and surrounded by smoking hot women all the time. That's Donald Trump's life. So getting to the point now where you seem to think that Trump might have slept with some chick is going to have any effect on how people view him. He's been this way his whole fucking life. It's who he is. He wears his flaws on his sleeve. He doesn't care And people that support him don't care. This means nothing. This means absolutely nothing. So, I mean, you have again, the only thing that would shock me about so Barack Obama puts out this whole, I'm a family man. And, I'm married to Big Mike and, we're happy together. The only thing that would shock me is that if he had a wife, a real woman, that would be the only shocker I would have from Obama. I mean, again, it's about the image you portray out there. Okay. It's about the image that you portray. And, so Trump is he owns it. He owns it. And it is what it is. Shout out to Big Mike. I gotta show you guys this too, because this is I tweeted this out earlier. Okay. Like any other person, this would be a bad video clip. I tweeted this out earlier today. Any other person, this would be cringe. But for Trump, it's so funny. It's so funny. Like the dude is just funny. Here we go.
Okay. You mentioned the Bible. You've been talking about how it's your favorite book. And you said, I think last night in Iowa, some people are surprised that you say that. I'm wondering what one or two of your most favorite Bible verses are.
Well,
and why.
I wouldn't want to get into it because to me that's very personal. When I talk about the Bible, it's very personal. So I don't want to get into verses. I don't want to get into.
There's no verse that means a lot to you that you think about or cite.
The Bible means a lot to me, but I don't want to get into specifics.
Even to cite a verse that you like.
I don't want to do that.
You're an Old Testament guy or a New Testament guy?
Probably equal. I think it's just an incredible. The whole Bible is an incredible. I joke. Very much so. They always hold up the Art of the Deal. I say my second favorite book of all time. But I just think the Bible is just something very special.
You mentioned the Bible. You
probably equal. Nobody says that. Nobody. Old Testament, New Testament. What do you prefer? Probably equal. What? Oh, man. All right. Look, man, I monetized you yesterday. Okay. I see that you're back because you're very angry because when I highlighted your ranting about me, apparently you got really upset because we monetized you because the super chats just started rolling in and they were all dedicated to you, which is the most relevant you have ever been in your entire pathetic life. Okay. The fact that a low quality YouTuber like me highlighting your message is the most relevant thing you will ever do in your life says so much more about you than it is me. All right. But now you're spamming the chat. Okay. You can't spam the chat. You can talk bad about me. You can cry. You can say Orange Man bad all day long, but you can't spam the chat. So tone it down a little bit. Okay. Watch the super chats roll in, dedicated right to you. And again, you won't make any of the money, but we will love your tears on top of all of it. So sit down and shut the fuck up for just a few minutes. Okay. And here is my dedicated message to you right now.
And you sad, and I love it. You gonna cry.
You gonna cry. You gonna cry. So live feed for what just happened to our buddy Marty Tin.
Damn!
Oof, 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 oof. It just backfired again. I wish it was a plant. It really isn't. Oh man. Stacy. What the fuck? What do you think is going to happen when you come into my chat and talk bad about me or Trump or whoever? What do you think is going to happen? You're welcome to do it. You're welcome to do it. But I'm just going to use your stupidity against you. The best thing you can do if you don't like me is don't watch me. I would rather you watch me. I'm giving you honest to goodness advice. If you don't like me, you should not watch me and you should go do something productive with your life if you don't like me. But I prefer that you watch. I prefer that you stay here. Okay. So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why people think that's helpful to come in here and talk shit to a YouTuber like that admits point blank. You call me a grifter? I'm like, yes, I'm a grifter. I'm a damn good grifter. Yes, that's not going to hurt my feelings. It's never going to hurt my feelings. So I'm trying to catch up on some more of this news really quick to see, because it is a crazy, crazy situation. Stuart Hamilton, thank you for that. Trump 2024 in the house. Is this? No way. Geekdom just put this out. The Trump memes are fantastic, dude. The Trump memes are fantastic. Shout out to Geekdom on that one. But like, even like some of these, like, here we go. Look at this one. Let me show you guys this one really quick. And I put this one out a couple of days ago, and I got to find it. Here it is. These are amazing. Okay. Look at this. This is what Trump fans are going to do for the next year and a half. They're just going to put memes like this. Look at Trump. Shirtless Trump with tattoos. Just being a boss in the prison yard. You know? Like, this is Trump fans. I love this stuff. We're going to have fun with this stuff. You're not bothering us by this. You're only growing the man's legend. That's all you're doing. And there's so many, like, in this thread, I put some like, look at that. He's got an orange tie on. Why? He's got an orange tie on. He's sitting there reading. I don't know what's up with this one. That is weird, but I'm here for it. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on with that one. That was just weird. That America's Most Wanted. So it is what it is, man. You guys, like, let's see if there's. All right, let me see. This is okay. They announced they're going to arrest Trump, mugshot and everything. I will be voting for Trump 2024. Shout out to Keemstar. I'm a huge fan of Keemstar, by the way. Never spoken with him. I'm a huge fan of Keemstar, though. I would at some point in time, maybe maybe I can get him on a stream at some point. But yeah, Keemstar, I like Keemstar a lot. Keemstar is one of these people that understands the internet like few others. He really does. And there's a reason he's who he is. I know he's very divisive, but I've always been a fan of Keemstar. I don't even know if he knows who I am, but I like Keemstar. And that's right there. And let me go back to that, because ultimately, I mean, I think Keemstar is a Trump guy, but like, he's not like he's me, but like that right there, that symbolizes how so many people are going to respond to this. This is going to backfire completely. And that is the biggest thing that I think we need to take away from this. Oh, Alice in Blunderland, I know you had sent a 20 earlier. Let me get to that one. Salty Source Rex says, fuck you, Madi 10. Cry more. Thank you. Alice in Blunderland, I know you dropped a 20 earlier. And I'm going to get to all these. I see the gifted memberships. Thank you. We got 32 gifted memberships so far. Alice in Blunderland. Hi, Jeremy. Just a quick hello. Unfortunately, I have lost a family member. And since it was so sudden, I'm in shock. Just playing AC and trying to take my mind off of things, but still half listening to the podcast. Sorry to hear that, Alice. I've noticed you haven't been here a lot lately, and you were here since like the first CobraCast. So I am so sorry to hear that you had a loss of a family member. So please, nothing but thoughts and prayers to you and your family. So Snake Pit, give some love to Alice in Blunderland. Big supporter of the channel, has been supporting since the first CobraCast, and always here, even doing without sleep a lot of times. So Snake Pit, let him know. All right, let me go through here. Somebody just mentioned Discord. What do you mean Discord? Somebody had You're welcome. You are welcome, Alice. You are welcome. Let me see. All right, let me get back over here. I'm not meaning to share my screen right now. All right. Oh, God. David Hogg. I don't want to see David Hogg on my timeline. Let me go to the For You tab and let's see what everybody's saying. Okay, here we go. Robert Barnes. We got a Robert Barnes tweet that I think we should go over really quickly. The 4 key problems to the Trump indictment. Trump committed no crime. Statute of limitations expired. Due process violated by vague laws and politically motivated selective persecution. Trump is factually innocent. State's witness is a self-confessed liar and fraudster. This thing is a disaster. It's a disaster. It's not going to, this is not going to play. This is not going to play at all. Yeah, it's like, I really think, like, I wonder, am I in a bubble? I always ask myself, am I in my own little bubble? And I have to imagine, I have to believe that normal thinking people are going to look at this and realize what exactly is going on. I have to believe that. I have to have faith in people that they're going to wake up and realize it. Not the people on the far left, not the social justice freaks, not the people with TDS. I know those people are never going to be ever convinced of anything. I understand that. But I have to believe that normal people thinking in the middle are going to realize that this is a complete disaster. Let's see. I'm scrolling through my timeline to see if we have any more information that's going on. Oh yeah, did you see the White House? Did you see the White House and what they said? Not about this, but basically right here. This is Joe Biden. Joe Biden said this earlier today. Transgender Americans shape our nation's soul. Proudly serving in the military, curing deadly diseases, holding elected offices, running thriving businesses, fighting for justice, raising families, and much more. Bro, like, why aren't you saying something about the Christians that were murdered? Why are you celebrating? You're essentially celebrating what happened. This is disgusting, bro. My goodness, dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But not surprising for anybody that's been paying attention. Not surprising at all. Jesus. What the fuck are you? Holy shit. Who is this guy? Okay. Salty Crackers just retweeted this one, so we got to look at this. Look at this tweet. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Who is this guy? Okay, here we go. This dude said, this will not help Donald Trump politically. Quite the opposite. This confirms his criminality in the eyes of everyday Americans. In fact, let it be known, March 30th, 2023 is the day Donald Trump's political career died. Oh. That's what this dude said. That's what this dude said, okay? Just putting that out there, okay? Okay. Thank you, guy. Thank you for that. We appreciate that. Oh, my God. I mean, hey, I will say this. Listen. Barnes has been very, very, very critical of Ron DeSantis. But he said this. He said that was the right statement from DeSantis. I generally agree with that, but I still say I'm bothered by the fact that that he didn't actually mention Trump's name. That's my problem with it. It just seems like he's dancing around Trump's name. Alec Baldwin's finger just dropped a 50. and says, Jeremy, I am sick of your lies. We all know Jay is using Madi 10 account to stir the pot. Nobody is really brain dead. Nobody's really that brain dead. Bro, I wish I was smart enough to to do something like that. But I am blessed, everyone. I am blessed with literally the dumbest haters on the planet. Like, they really are dumb. I don't understand. And thank you, Alec Baldwin's finger. Alec Baldwin's finger don't miss. Okay. He don't miss. That is 100% fact. He don't miss. But here's where I am blessed. I am blessed with people that are just so incredibly stupid that what I don't understand, and I can't wrap my head around it. Okay. I can't wrap my head around why you think coming to a comment section of a YouTube channel and complaining about the person is going to hurt them. Like, when I go into like Tim Pool's chat, I'm just trolling and having fun. Like, I'm aware that Tim Pool is going to make a lot of money and he's going to have a lot of people watching. I find no satisfaction in Tim Pool losing viewers or losing money, and I'm not vested in that at all. I just like criticizing Tim Pool. And as long as like Tim Pool is relevant, me criticizing him will keep me relevant and I can grow from there. Like, it's a win-win situation. I want his channel to continue to grow. I want him to continue to do his thing. Because I think in the bigger scheme of things, I think Tim and I generally agree with stuff. We just have some disagreements along the way. You know what I mean? And, but yeah, ultimately, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Ultimately, it's just a weird dynamic. There's a lot of people that I genuinely do not like on YouTube. I don't talk about them. I just let them go do their thing and I do my thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. Why do I talk about Tim Pool? Because he's relevant. He's relevant and he's good at what he does. And I disagree with a lot of what he has to say, but he's good at what he does. People that hate on me, they won't tell you that I'm good or whatever. So I don't think I'm good at what I do, but I'm just telling you that the people that hate me, they hate me because they're jealous. That's why they continue to hate on me, because they can never admit that they're secretly fans. As I've said, I did the hater streams all those years ago. I did 2 streams over on RK Outpost channel where I gave an open invite for anybody that hates me. Come on and let's debate. Challenge me on any topic, anything, question me on anything, any topic you want. I did that 2 different streams, I believe 6 and 7 hours each. So I did 13 hours of an open invite for people that have constantly called me racist and sexist and misogynistic and accused me of all this shit. And almost all of them were the nicest people in the world to my face, at least on camera anyway. They were the nicest people in the world. Hey, man, thanks for having me on. What? No. Call me names. Accuse me of shit. I'm right fucking here. And most of them were like, I appreciate you taking the time, Jeremy. It's really nice talking to you. I'm like, what? I thought I was a racist. I thought I was a sexist. I thought I was the worst person on the planet because I had an opinion that you don't agree with. What happened to all that hate? And then, of course, once it's over, they go back to calling me the racist and the sexist. It was completely irrelevant, although I did make a lot of money for Ryan on those streams. But you know, it is what it is. You gotta have fun with it. And that's what we do here. Okay. Jorge Barracuda. Let's see. Oh, sorry. No, I just lost it. It just moved on me. I'll get to it. Let's see. I'm just going to say K-Road. I fear that we are at a crossroads in this country where if we don't fight back and turn this insane leftist culture back now, we are doomed. Fight 100%. I do think that this is a crucial time. This is a crucial time, and people need to recognize it. And I think that a lot of people do. East Coast Toasty Boy. I'm going to go like the Kyle Rittenhouse. Let's see. It's going to go like the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Bro, dude, if this actually does go to trial, which I just don't see it happening, my God, this will be the biggest thing ever. Ricada will make so much money if that happens. Gerald Armstrong, first time you'll be live at the same time as Timmy. I guess so. What time does he go live? He's live now, right? Yeah, he's live now. I think. Anthony for $9.99 says, grand jury, let's indict Trump. People, this is an outrage. We must rally grand jury. Oh no, Trump's getting a lot of support. If some people, if only some tragedy would happen so we could distract everyone. 100%. 100%. Thank you, Lost Tales. I'll be checking that out. Bill Clinton for $5. Imagine a president paying someone off. Just imagine. If Trump was a Democrat, we wouldn't hear anything about this. We all know it. Quatrina VR. Buy for Trump and MAGA, baby. Hey, right back at you. That's awesome. I mean, you can be whatever you want, and as long as you're supporting Trump, we're cool. And so the nonsense surrounding that narrative is so funny. But yes, thank you for the support. MAGA all the way. Mab Dick, Trump 2024 revenge tour. Leftists will fail. It's going to be fun, and this channel is going to be right in the thick of it. Jorge Barracuda, end Marxism now with the OK symbol, or as some would call it, the white supremacy symbol. So, like, that's the whole thing. Like, we've gotten to a point where they tried to intimidate people from doing this. They would like, look, I'm doing this. What are you going to do about it? What the fuck are you going to do about it? Look, it's the OK symbol. Ooh, white supremacy. Like, God, man, these people are just fucking freaks, man. Law STI says, fellow Panhandle brothers united, Niceville and Destin area here. Keep up the fantastic work, D-Day. Thank you. That's awesome, man. Yeah, Niceville, Destin. Destin's beautiful. Destin's amazing. K Road. I'm just gonna say K Road. It's great that Ron D said he won't assist, but it's too little too late. He should have made a stand a week ago. Blowback forced his hand. Hail Cobra. You are 100% right about that. East Coast Toasty Boy, I bet Trump will use clips of him shit talking in the courtroom in his ads. That will be hilarious, laughing my ass off. It will help him so much. I want to see it. At this point, I want to see it too. I just want to see them arrest Trump. I want to see them arrest Trump at this point. Just do it. Arrest him. Because at this point, it will help more than anything. It will be the greatest re-election campaign imaginable. Arrest him, book him, put him in handcuffs, give us the mugshot. We're going to meme that mugshot. We're going to put it on shirts. We're going to rep it everywhere. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to make a hoodie, and I'm just going to have Trump's mugshot right here. All right. I'll probably put two tattoos on his face. We can put a Tupac bandana on him. Like that's what it's going to be right there. Matter of fact, don't I have that image? Let me see if I have that image. Is it slides? Your computer. Upload file. No, I think I have an image if I can find it. Let me see if I can. There's an image that somebody photoshopped like Tupac as Trump when Tupac was like spitting on those reporters. Is this it right here? I think I have it. Yeah, right here. Look at this. That's who they've made Trump into right there. He's Tupac. Machiavelli, baby. Oh my God, man. These people are ridiculous. They have no idea what they're doing. They are making Trump to be the coolest person on the planet. Gerald Armstrong, this is way better than DeSantis tweet. Dark Dino Chris 1999. I am really afraid something horrible will happen to President Trump if he is held in custody. He is in danger. Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with you on that. I am a little worried from that perspective, although I feel like the Secret Service is still going to be around him at all times. It will be a very unique situation for sure. Lying Dog-Faced Pony Soldier gifting 1 D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you so much. Horny Al says this indictment is all a distraction from the transurrection. Even if Trump is guilty, it would have surpassed it would have surpassed the statute of limitations. 100%. Babo Yogi, a token for Jeremy's desperate need to shave. Hey, I'm letting it grow out a little bit. Anthony says, I send you a funny DM is Pauline Hanson's YouTube channel. She takes the piss out of politicians in Australia. I'll have to check that out. Valkyra Winter. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships to the Snake Pit. Snake Pit, rise up. Appreciate you guys. That name just threw me for a loop. Let's see. I'm Your Pepper for $5. Shout out to the Dems for securing Trump's re-election via indictment. 100%. Valkyra Winter. I'm Australian and I would vote for Trump. Damn right you would. Jorge Barracuda, I want a scorched earth Trump in 2024. Take down the tyrants. I think that's what we're going to get. Bruce Flash, $10. This should be enough for 5 rounds with that hater Marty's mom. Hail Cobra Crew. Thank you, Bruce. Appreciate you, buddy. Weasel DeGhostic member message. Lyndon B. Johnson was a president and he used to walk around without any pants on. Maybe being presidential isn't as good as they think it is. It's not at all. Magic Judy, 5 D-Day Cobra memberships. Thank you, Magic Judy. I appreciate that. Anthony Arribas, 100%. I had the same hope for DeSantis and Trump team up, and then Ryan can be governor for Florida. I would move down there in a heartbeat. Libertarian Sasquatch, Dersh has been to Epstein's Island. I want to see that entire client list. It's interesting how we can't get that, but they want to shut down TikTok all of a sudden. Interesting. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier for another gifted membership. Thank you so much. Let me see. Hayden. Oh, I got that one. That was a True Social. RJS Payne. I support you and I hope you have the guts to keep going. Oh, I ain't going. I'm 100% not backing down off anything. Shout out to our Rumble audience as well. I appreciate you guys being over there on Rumble. I do have a D-Day Cobra channel over on Rumble. We have 161 over there watching. So if you've not followed us on Rumble, please do so. Looks like we need about 74 more people to break 1,000 followers, which originally I had Rumble's got a weird kind of system. So I had a D-Day Cobra channel that had 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers, but then I guess I had to set it up differently. Once I'm, set up an actual account, I don't know. It was confusing, but I still like Rumble. They got to work on a few of the details. Tired Retro Gamer needed to hear that inspirational message. Thanks, President Trump. Absolutely. Bird Up says Dems really needed Audrey Hale to disappear from the news cycle. So here we go. It's like magic, isn't it? It's like magic. Suddenly you have a big, massive story that you can move on from that. And that's exactly what's happened. Trump will take all of the attention now. All of the attention. It's so stupid, man. Babo Yogi with 10 D-Day Cobra memberships. Thank you, Babo Yogi. 10. So up to 33 gifted members right now. Cassius Cleo says, thank God for Donald J. Trump. MAGA as fuck. And shout out to Snake Pit. Thank you. Appreciate that. Scott McKenzie gifted 5 D-Day Cobra memberships. Thank you, Scott McKenzie. Aaron Bacon, the desperation is strong with the Uniparty. Jake the Movie Geek, my boy, Mighty 10 is back. Mighty 10 in the house. Did he leave after I roasted him? Let's see. Jake the Movie got that one. 5 picoseconds. Super chatting to remind Mighty 10 that Clinton loved that jet more than Trump to the factor of 30 to 1. For the Emperor, because of Mighty 10. John, Mighty 10 is a Jeremy Plant. Stacy S says, fuck you, Mighty 10, for $99.99. Jessica H, dedicated to Mighty. Paul Estrada, dedicated to Mahdi. Janan, this is for Mahdi 10's mom tonight. God damn it. Ruben Christopher in the house just dropped 20 gifted D-Day Cobra memberships. Snake Pit, rise up. Holy crap. Look at that. Amazing. Appreciate that. Ruben, how you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. That 90 Kid Ant for a member message. Girthy 2024. Waldo 254. Cheers to Mati. I think it's Mati. KRR Santan 888 10 for 10. Thank you. GM Steelhaven, on behalf of Mighty 10 and Dio Cuck, here's a $5. Thank you. I appreciate it. There's nothing that drives these haters crazy than super chats. Holy crap. They get so mad. He's only doing it for super chats. It's like, I mean, I do like super chats, yes. But as I've said many times, whether you super chat, whether you lurk, whether you just comment, whether you just chill, like whatever works for you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate there's a lot of content creators on YouTube at any hour of the day. The fact that 1,500 people have chosen to spend their time here with me and listen to me talk, I greatly appreciate that more than you will ever know. And you never owe me a dime of your money. Obviously, I hope to earn some of your money at some point in time, but if you never give me a dime, that will always be okay with me. I am living my best life on YouTube and all the things that we've done with Geeks and Gamers and all the support that we have. And so it's an honor and a privilege to have this opportunity. And I thank all of you for that. Stuart Hamilton, Trump 2024. Thank you, sir. Allison Blunderland to Mahdi 10 with a salt and a crying emoji. Salty Source Rex got that one earlier. Brown Gaijin for Mahdi 10. You poor summer child. Swig of water. Swig of water. Psychosis says, enjoy your own Dutch ovens, Monty. I'm trying to find it. Let's see. Rotsiv says, MAGA 2024. Hail, all hail the grift. Damn right. Doc Holiday for 10. Hog has a higher testosterone levels than Mahdi 10. That might be the worst. That might be the most brutal takedown of Mahdi 10. That is brutal. David Hogg might have higher testosterone than Mahdi 10. Wow. Like, that is so brutal. That I've actually got some video of Mahdi 10. It just came in. Okay. You guys want to see this video of Mahdi 10? Here it is.
This is not okay. It's just not.
It's not.
Oh, man. So good. So good. Good old Mahdi. I don't know why he decided to come in here and get his ass memed to hell and back, but I'm okay with it. I'm 100% okay with it. So he got cooked. Let's see. Seas becomes a new member. Welcome to the snake pit. Thank you. Alec Baldwin's finger for that 50. Saying Mahdi 10 is just a plant because Jay is running it. So I guess Drunk 3PO is running it. Janan says, have you gone over a Trump statement he released? A portion of it. So there was a screenshot of it that was kind of the kind of the gist of it. Not the whole thing, because there was a lot to that one, but the gist of it I did go over. David Wright says, Jeremy, you should incorporate the Don't Tread on Me flag into CobraCast. Taking a break, lurking to shove this down the spammer's throat. I love it, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's actually not a bad idea, considering how much we're intertwined in the whole snakes and emojis and all that. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Watch Tucker Carlson's newest tweet. Okay, let me pull that up. Boom. Tucker. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Ooh, this is a 9-minute video. You guys want me to watch a 9-minute video from Tucker Carlson? Chat? Yes or no? You say the word. You guys run the show. Okay? He just tweeted it out 5 minutes ago. He just tweeted it out 5 minutes ago about Trump's indictment. It looks like you guys want to watch it. Let's freaking go. Here we go. Thank you for that. Who gets credit for that? Who said that? Let's see. Ricky M is the reason we're watching this. So shout out to you. Here we go.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. A Fox News alert. American politics was thrown into complete chaos, perhaps permanently, about 3 hours ago, when a grand jury in Manhattan, one of the most liberal cities in America, a place where 80% voted for Joe Biden in the last election, decided to indict Biden.
God, could you imagine living where they voted 80% for Joe Biden? Holy crap. 80%.
Political opponent in the upcoming election, the Republican frontrunner, a man who leads by 30 points in polls, Donald Trump. And the jury did this at the urging of a man called Alvin Bragg. He's the Manhattan district attorney who has been famous so far by making the city much more dangerous by refusing to enforce laws against crimes like robbery and rape.
I think we have to acknowledge, like, I've never been an avid Tucker Carlson watcher. Not saying I had anything against Tucker, but I think we have to acknowledge that Tucker might be one of the strongest voices we have outside of probably like a Joe Rogan. Tucker Carlson's influence is insane, and the job he's done has been second to none. And so I'm really interested to see how he handles this Trump indictment story, because Tucker's reach is insane.
Now, we don't know at this hour what the indictment says. We don't know specifically what the charges are, but previous news reports suggest they will emanate from an alleged payment 7 years ago, a payment that federal regulators said violated no law, but that Alvin Bragg apparently believes is a crime. Either way, the net result is Donald Trump is the first former president of the United States ever to be indicted. So no matter what happens next, we can be certain there is no coming back from this moment. There could be retaliation from red states. The governor of Florida has already said, Ron DeSantis has already issued a statement saying that he will not participate in any extradition of Donald Trump to New York. That's apparently scheduled for next week. As you can probably tell, we're not certain of the full outlines of the story, but we know this moment is a historic one. We want to set tonight in facts, those that we have so far. We're going to do that as we always do, with the help of Fox's Trace Gallagher, who is with us tonight on set. Hey, Trace.
And we're going to have more of DeSantis coming up on this, but it's important to remember, Tucker, that Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has chosen to pursue a case that was investigated and rejected by two previous sets of prosecutors because, one, the case is politically explosive, as we all know, and two, it requires using largely untested legal theory. In fact, even Alvin Bragg himself initially decided against prosecuting Trump. The case, as Tucker was saying, is centered around a $130,000 payment to porn star Stormy Daniels, who claims she had an affair with Trump. The DA, Alvin Bragg, could not charge this case as a misdemeanor because the statute of limitations on a misdemeanor ran out back in 2018. And to charge it as a felony, the Manhattan DA had to perform what many call legal gymnastics and say it was a campaign finance violation going down that road. Numerous legal experts have pointed out that it would be monumentally improbable to prove that Donald Trump paid Stormy Daniels in an effort to win the White House instead of, say, an effort to save his marriage, etc. Here's law professor Jonathan Turley weighing in on the indictment just a short time ago. Watch.
This is so ridiculous. This is so unbelievably ridiculous. We as a people cannot stand for this to happen. We as a people cannot allow this. We had a president in George W. Bush that was like committed literal war crimes. But Trump paying hush money is your problem? And now you want to talk about infidelity as your biggest standard, yet you have Bill Clinton, who was your hero all of those years, but infidelity is your biggest concern? Are you kidding me right now?
The concern is that if this theory is actually the basis of the indictment, then this is a rather ignoble moment in history. Donald Trump may be the first former president to be indicted, but if this is the standard, he won't be the last.
The case would rely almost solely on the testimony of former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen, who claims that Donald Trump directed him to pay Stormy Daniels the hush money on the eve of the 2016 election in exchange for keeping her quiet. But Michael Cohen is also a convicted felon who's known for stretching the truth. Cohen's former legal advisor, a man named Robert Costello, who testified before this grand jury, was on Tucker Carlson tonight back on March 20th. Watch this.
I called them up after I saw Michael Cohen on TV stating things that he said he was going to tell the grand jury and had told the grand jury that were contrary to what he told us when we first represented him in April of 2018. So I'm sitting at home watching these lies, and I said, I've got to do something about it.
Okay, so we still don't know what the actual charges are because it's unlikely they'll be unsealed until the former president legally surrenders, which likely would happen sometime next week.
So we don't even know. God. The stupidity is off the chain. It's insanity. I can't believe how dumb all of this is.
Donald Trump issued a statement about the indictment that reads in part, quoting here, the Democrats have lied, cheated, and stolen in their obsession with trying to get Trump. But now they've done the unthinkable, indicting a completely innocent person in an act of blatant election interference. Even Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who could run against Trump in 2024, slammed the indictment, quoting again, the weaponization of the legal system to advance a political agenda turns the rule of law on its head. It is un-American. And DeSantis makes a great point, because if the charges are what we expect, then it does appear this is a political prosecution. Federal prosecutors have repeatedly turned this case down, and now you have a state prosecutor taking it on. Donald Trump's poll numbers have gone up in the past month, and this could lift those numbers even further, because there will be a groundswell of emotion for or against. It doesn't matter. That groundswell will continue to rise, Tucker.
I think that is absolutely right. I think Trump's numbers actually in the last 10 days, in one poll anyway, went from 8 up to 30 up.
Yeah.
So this, all kinds of consequences only someone can predict. Trace Gallagher, thank you, as always. So obviously this indictment is something brand new, the beginning of something, but it's also the culmination of something. The culmination of an effort to make certain that Donald Trump is never elected president again. That was the whole purpose of the January 6th committee, obviously. So far, it's not working. Trump is leading the Republican field for the nomination by a wide margin. In Georgia, a partisan grand jury whose forewoman is giving interviews to MSNBC is apparently also preparing to charge Donald Trump with the crime of doubting election results. You're not allowed to doubt election results in Georgia unless you're Stacey Abrams, in which case you get to claim to be governor when you're not.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, what are we doing? What the hypocrisy? It hurts my brain to think about how dumb all of this is. If you're in another country and you're watching this, I can't even imagine what you think of America right now. I can't even imagine what you think of all of this. How bad this looks. How ridiculous this all looks. Oh my God. Like, it really does hurt my brain to think about it.
And as far as we know, the DOJ is still investigating Donald Trump on another pretextual offense, storing supposedly classified documents in his home, something that we later discovered that virtually everyone who's ever served in federal office apparently does, including Mike Pence. But take 3 steps back, pause for a minute, consider the escalation in tactics on display here. In the 2016 election, when the most powerful interests in this country decided that Donald Trump could not be president, and in fact, for the most part, assumed he would never be, it was just too ridiculous to be real. But just to make certain that he never was, the FBI worked with the Clinton campaign to spread false allegations that the president had been colluding with the government of Russia. But the FBI was never defunded and shut down, as it would have been in a functioning country. It continued to interfere in elections and does so to this day. That, of course, didn't work, and Trump took office anyway. So federal agencies did everything they could to make certain that Trump would be an ineffective and one-term president. Within days, they arrested Trump's national security advisor. Why did they do that? Because he had run an intel agency, and he knew exactly how the system works. They took him out first. Then they had a CIA operative in the White House file a fake whistleblower complaint about Ukraine, and that got Trump impeached. And then they impeached Trump again for holding a constitutionally protected rally to call on his supporters to peacefully protest what had happened to him, as you would in a democracy. So this effort today is one in a long line of unprecedented steps that permanent Washington has taken to stop Donald Trump from holding office in a democracy. Whether you like Trump or not, that is true. But none of that has stopped Republican primary voters from telling pollsters that far and away Donald Trump is their first choice for president in 2024. In fact, it may have changed their minds and made them support Trump again. Maybe not because they love Trump, but because they hate to see their beloved system destroyed, subverted and destroyed for political reasons. So the rule of law appears to be suspended tonight, not just for Trump, but for anyone who would consider voting for him. Democrats can attack police officers and seize control of the Tennessee State House. They did that today, and no one's going to go to jail. Trans Biden voters can execute Christian children, and the Biden White House will explain that actually the trans community, the transgenderists, are the real victim. This is what it seems to be. It's a political purge. And confronted with it, the real quislings here, who are the Republican leaders in Washington, are naturally calling for a surrender. Asa Hutchinson is saying that Donald Trump needs to withdraw now because Alvin Bragg doesn't like him. So one of the reasons that Trump won in the first place in 2016 is because people like Asa Hutchinson, people who have no interest in winning or governing, and least of all in representing their actual voters or their interests, people like that have been in charge of the Republican Party for generations now, and its voters are sick of it. And if those people continue to run the Republican Party much longer, that party will no longer exist within a few years. There'll be no reason to have it. What you're seeing now is lawlessness, and the question is who can stop it?
This is mind-blowing. It really is. When you hear it all put together, I mean, because obviously I follow this stuff a lot, and when you hear it all put together, it's just like the impeachment, the Russia hoax, like all of this stuff. It's unbelievable that that it just keeps happening. And why does it keep happening? Because Democrats can get away with it. Democrats can get away with it. And they're going to continue to do whatever they can because they don't have to be held accountable for their actions at all. They can just continue to do this over and over again, and they're not held accountable. Now, I want to change course here for just a second because someone just sent me this. I have not seen this, but apparently libs of TikTok confronted AOC in person, and I have not seen this video yet. So I don't know if this is, I'm looking at the beginning and they're standing face to face, and I have not seen this yet. So it's gone super viral. So here we go. I have not seen this yet. So let's check this out. So right here we go.
Super transphobic, and I never want to share space with you. Thank you.
What? God. That must be a cold opening. So here we go.
Super transphobic, and I never want to share space with you. Thank you.
I am here outside the Cannon building. I was here last week because I attempted to ask AOC why she lied about me in a committee hearing. She cowered away. She refused to talk to me. So I'm back here today, 1 week later, and I'm going to deliver her an ethics complaint that I filed for lying about an American citizen in a committee hearing.
So AOC, she broke the rules. Believe it or not, there's actually rules on Capitol Hill. And 23 Clause 1 is a big one. You got to act in a way that reflects credibility on the House. And lying about, a U.S. citizen certainly doesn't do that. So we're filing this ethics complaint.
Let's go inside and see if she's there.
How are you doing? Just dropping off some mail for the conversation.
Hi. So basically a few weeks ago, AOC lied about me in a committee hearing. Okay. So I tried to come last week and talk to her, but she kind of cowered away, wasn't interested in talking to me. Okay. So together with Mike from the Heritage Foundation Oversight, he helped me file this ethics complaint. So we filed that. And if you can give it to AOC, I would really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And tell her to stop lying about American citizens. Okay.
Thank you.
I just dropped off an ethics complaint at AOC's office, and unfortunately she wasn't there. So we left, and then I was walking through the Capitol, and guess who I bumped into? AOC herself. I just delivered an ethics complaint to your office because you lied about me in a committee
Oh, yeah, no,
so
actually,
I never inspired them.
No, you're actually super transphobic, and I never want to share space with you. Thank you.
Holy shit. Oh my God. What? That is fantastic, dude. AOC is AOC. I mean, I know Alx Stein. Yeah, I don't want to upset my buddy Alx Stein. You know, I know he's really in love with her, and she's in love with him, by the way. And she's the one not letting that true love happen. But yeah, she's pretty big embarrassment to this country. But that she just got absolutely destroyed, and that is great. That was awesome. Shout out. That was great. We got some more video. There's just so much discussion about everything going on right now, and I can't stop. I can't stop seeing all this stuff that's going on. So we've got I just saw another video clip, but I lost it. I don't know where it went. I was wanting you guys to watch it with me if I can find it. I can't find it right now. I will look here in a minute. Let me catch up some of these super chats, though. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let me see. Where did we leave off earlier? Right there. All right. Sparta Chris for 5. First thing I hear when I click on the video is Jeremy cursing. That's pretty standard here for this channel. We have 1,500 likes. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. And if you like this channel, my name is D-Day Cobra, and this is CobraCast IRL. And if you like this channel, please subscribe. And we do this a lot, and we have a lot of conversations. I try to interact with the chat as much as possible. And we have a great group of people in the snake pit, and we have a lot of fun. So all are welcome, but understand that no one is getting protected. If you come in here with a bad take, you're probably going to get roasted. That's just what happens. Daniel Heron says, can I get a roll tide? You, sir, can get a roll tide. Thank you. Joe C. Pure Blood says, bottom line, the ones in charge are willing to burn down the entire country and its system to cover their crimes. Stand with the Constitution. Cheers. Thank you, sir. Let's see. H. Drain says, OT, but I miss your old Geeks and Gamer Studio setup with Mario Kart running in the back. So nostalgic. Hey, I still have it. I mean, it's a little different, but I still do have the Pensacola setup over there. I'm in Orlando right now, but I was in Pensacola the last few days, and I'll be back there very soon. But thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. E1137 says, hey, Jeremy, brother Pensacolian here. Hometown represent 2024 Trump. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Pensacola. Mayo Jar says, I speak for many Australians by saying we support Trump's fight to save America. Thank you. Love hearing that. There's Ruben Christopher Haynes, 20 gifted D-Day Cobra memberships. Thank you. Mav Dick just got to SOA Season 6, and I think Season 2 was the best. Season 2 is probably the best. I liked the later seasons, too. Season 3 was my least favorite. We're talking about Sons of Anarchy, by the way, chat. So if you haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, I highly, highly recommend it. Sons of Anarchy is a phenomenal series. One of my favorite series of all time. But SOA seasons 1 and 2 are phenomenal. 3 takes a little bit of a dip, and then it kind of gets back on track with 4. And I really like the rest of the season. So, but season 2 was great for sure. Uncle Sam says, Rumble rants Holmes. We got a Rumble rant from Kenny Curvecock. And that's where I saw it. Did you happen to see the chick from Libs of TikTok and AOC have an encounter today? I did. So I saw that, and then I saw someone send it to me. So that's what led to me to look for it. So thank you, man. I appreciate that. And shout out to the Rumble audience. 200 people watching on Rumble now. 200 people watching on Rumble. That's what's up. We're growing over there. Gerald Armstrong, Tim has Destiny on. Hard pass. He has Destiny on today. That'll be interesting. Trent Johnson says, SMD Madi 10. Judicon, hail Jeremy, and oh yeah, fuck Madi 10. Heath Nation for 5. This super chat is coming Let's see, is coming the Ohio division of Geeks and Gamers, courtesy of Ryan's ambassador. Trump 2024, make cat grabbing great again. Thank you. There's Ricky M's super chat that made me watch the Tucker Carlson video. Reaper says, shout out to Jason Whitlock on Tucker Carlson tonight, saying it live for all of us. This is bullshit. Laughing my ass off. Trump 2024. Dude, everybody with a working brain is going to recognize how bad this is. This is bad. This is a massive backfire. Gay Ryan says, if Trump is really filming this and making some sort of documentary out of it, it has to be named the MAGA King. Dude, I hope he does that. Dude, if he names it the MAGA King, bro, that would be so good. That'd be so good. Doug says, we need to watch the news carefully, as this is nothing more than a stunt to clog the news cycle so the Dems can keep their eyes off the real news. Agreed. Heath Nation, just a heads up, Jeremy, if they do charge Trump, then Stormy Daniels can be charged too. She technically committed extortion. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Tommy H says, isn't this like J6? They're indicting him and making up the charges later? Yes. Tommy H says, welcome to Whose Crime Is It Anyway, where the charges are made up and the truth doesn't matter. Well said. Aaron Bacon says, in the UK, same as USA, Prime Minister not voted in. So you guys have your own problems, it sounds like. Mav Dick says, Trump will be the most legendary prez of all time. Yes, he will be. The Happy Plague Doctor, do not fall for any Fed bait this weekend, fellas. Keep your eyes open. I agree with that 100%. Please don't fall for Fed bait, because it's going to be out there. They want you to give them another J6 opportunity. That's what they're looking for. DM says, more car videos, please. President Trump, I'll never waver. Thank you. Well said. East Coast Toasty Boy, Ultra MAGA King. Hell yes. You guys remember that whole the God Emperor Trump thing that they did? I don't know if I can play that, but I'm going to try it. I might get hit, but like I said, I work for you guys. I don't work for YouTube. So let's see. Here it is. Yeah. So this is so funny that they thought that this would actually be a bad thing. You know, I want to find the best version of it. Jeffrey Jackson for 20 says, I appreciate your coverage, Jeremy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I want to find the right video here, so give me a second. All right, is this the one I was looking for? Okay, I might get hit for this. I'm going to pull up this to see if it's going to register. Stream health is right here. This is, I need everybody, and I know most of you have seen this, okay? But the intent behind this was to hurt Donald Trump. The intent was to hurt this man. And what they did is they made him seem like the coolest person to ever exist, okay? The intent was to hurt Donald Trump, and instead they make him look like the coolest person that has ever lived. And I'm telling you, if the stream goes down, it's because I got hit on this music, okay? So just keep that in mind. If the stream goes down, I got hit off this music. But we're going to watch this because it's awesome. I can't mute it because that's part of the glory of this video. You know what I mean? Like,
All embrace me. It's my time to rule at last.
How do you think this makes him look bad? This makes him look so cool. This makes him like the coolest person we have ever seen. This is amazing.
Up on my throne. No allegiance, I will swear no oath. Come by God, not by the church, as my power is divine. They thought I was too young to rule the land. Yes, they failed to understand or to rule. My time has come. I was chosen by heaven. Say my name when you pray to the sky. Seek out all the skies.
Again, this was meant to make him look bad. This is meant to make him look bad.
Let my mental victory. No man alive or dead commands me. I answer to the Lord. Hear my orders. Question me and die. What I say was said in heaven, and so it shall be done.
There we go. All right, that's the end of it. So I think I might can run that as my intro. Because I didn't get hit. It didn't get hit. So I might run that as my intro. So yes, the intent behind that was to make Trump look bad. So that's these people are clowns, bro. They're clowns. So, oh man, good stuff. But yeah, I mean that's a level of TDS, man. Like they have built Trump up in their minds to be this figure that is not realistic. He's not like as a Trump supporter. Everybody knows I'm a Trump supporter. And while I'm an unapologetic Trump supporter, meaning I'm not going to apologize to you, meaning the fake offended crowd out there, I'm not going to apologize to you because I support Trump. But I will criticize Trump when I see it's fair. You know, I think there's plenty of criticisms to have against Trump. That's not the problem. I have no problem if people criticize Trump or have issues with Trump or whatever. It's the level of criticism. And when people that have TDS can't function, can't have a normal conversation, and then these people that their entire existence is to hate him, they end up building this figure that is unrealistic, and you get God Emperor Trump out of that because these people just think he's this demon, horrific, legendary, evil, bad man, Darth Vader, level of villain. And in reality, he's just a dude who's super charismatic and really rich, and he doesn't give a shit what you think. That's really what it is at its core. But yeah, man, wild. Yeah, the song is Careless Rex by Sabaton. Yes, absolutely. It's a great song. Space Monkey says, God Emperor Trump. Charles W. Jansen, Trump got street cred now. CUNT says, first ever super chat. Please say Civil War. We're going to, the Civil War is happening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time I've ever said it. Civil War is happening. Lying dog face pony soldier. Trump must pirate and troll the Lion King movie. Let's see. Doug says this super chat is for Spencer Brown, the next Mahdi 10. Do we have another hater in the chat? Do we have another hater? Spencer Brown. I haven't seen a Spencer Brown. Do we have someone to highlight and monetize? Spencer Brown. I don't see a Spencer Brown. I see we got let's see. That one. Trump got streakhead now. I got that one. I don't see a Spencer Brown. I love Warhammer 40K. They failed their objective. Yes, they did. Let me see. Valkyra Winter. It's funny they made him the emperor from Warhammer 40K. I know it, dude. It's so wild. It's so wild. Alice in Blunderland. I still remember when Trump was due to go to the UK when he was still president. The anti-Trump crew in London decided to put out a baby Trump blimp as an insult. It was pathetically small and people just ridiculed it. I remember that one. I don't see the troll. So, oh, wait, hang on. I saw the name, but it went away. I certainly want to, I can't find it. There we go. Hang on. No. I'm looking. When I focus in and look, I can't find the troll. It's usually when they just kind of fly by and I happen to catch them and task failed successfully. I heard that. I don't see him. Oh, well, we'll have to leave it be. Sorry, troll. You're not even relevant enough for me to find you. That's how bad you are at this. The Civil War meme is only complete when the solution is you offer everyone is buy a farm, bro. Yeah, chat. What are you doing? Why don't you go buy a farm? Why are you in my chat sending me super chats? You need to go buy a farm. That's the Tim Pool method. But first, make sure you subscribe to timcast.com and become a member. But after that, go buy a farm. What are you waiting for? You don't have the money for buying a farm? Let's see. I don't see this person you guys are talking about. It's not showing up. For the Emperor says, I'm literally playing Warhammer 40K as you showed that. Hell yeah. Just buy a farm. I know. Do you guys have not have farms? You have farms? Come on. Dan Vask is here. Dan Vask is by Dan Vask a farm. I'm not buying you anything. Let's see. Charles W. Jansen. I want 40 mules and an acre. All right. Are we all caught up here? Look at that. We got a gifted membership. Thank you. Where did it go? I'm looking for it now. And then we got Dawn's Delight Art says, in 2,000 years, historians will still be talking about Trump. Yes, they will, because he is the legend. He is the legend. Is it Azurwim? Is that how you say that? Azurwim for the gifted membership. We got 54 new members. 54 new members tonight. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate all the support. This was a surprise CobraCast. It was an emergency CobraCast IRL. Donald Trump indicted and will be arrested sometime next week. So it's going to be a busy week for me. Now, I will be at MegaCon this weekend in Orlando, Florida. So if you're going to be at MegaCon, I'll be there with the whole Geeks and Gamers crew. And I can't wait to meet all of you and hang out with some of you. I hope we have a good crew, a good panel. I can't gauge if there's going to be a lot of people at our panel or not. I really don't know. It's hard to kind of understand, but even if there's 5 people there or 10 people there, I don't care. I'll be happy to meet whoever shows up. So it's going to be great. Dean H says, wait, does buying the farm mean something else now? It's a Tim Pool deal. It's a Tim Pool thing. Jenna Hughes becomes a member. Welcome to the Snake Pit, Jenna Hughes. We appreciate that. And I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I know you guys had some stuff in Discord, but there was just way too much to talk about today. Too much to cover. As always, I appreciate you guys trying to pump as much content in there for me as possible to look at. I got a member stream coming up with the Geeks and Gamers crew over on Geeks and Gamers Play. So we play Fortnite with our members of the website. So that's happening in about an hour. So I got to get ready for that. And so, but this was awesome. And I appreciate all of you. You are all the best. And I hope that you all just keep grinding. Remember, eyes on the prize. We're going to continue to call all of this out. And I'm so sick and tired of these left-wing lunatics. Joe says CBDC is central banking digital currency. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. Let's see. There's Quarter Black Garrett in the house. QBG in the house. Where is it at? There's Quarter Black Garrett. Quarter Black don't even have a membership. Of all those members, and Quarter Black ain't got one. That's all right. We'll get him one at some point. But shout out to you, Quarter Black. I'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night Tights. Snake Pit. We appreciate you guys. And I hope you all have a great evening. And I'll see all of you. There's the Discord if you guys want to join. The Geeks Gamers Discord. And then within the Geeks Gamers Discord is our Snake Pit. So that's where you can talk about CobraCast and all things craziness going on in the world. And you can talk about video games there. You can talk about movies. You can talk about whatever you want, politics or whatever. QB, look at there. I bullied him into becoming a member. I bullied Quarter Black. Quarter Black, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bully you into that. I'm sorry, Quarter Black. I would have never done that if I would have known you were going to do that. I know you wanted to support us, though. It meant the world. It means the world to me, Quarter Black. It means the world to me. You the man, QB. All right, guys. Yes, you are welcome. Thank you. Look, again, the stream happened because of all of you. I put up the video about Trump's arrest, and the whole comment section was like, we need a CobraCast. We need a CobraCast. We need a CobraCast. And I'm like, the people demand it, and I'm going to give it to you. So this stream happened because of all of you. The stream is a thing because of all of you. Again, CobraCast IRL was meant to be a one-off. It was meant to be a meme on Tim Pool. I just was memeing Tim Pool one night. I wanted to go live. I memed on him over the Lies of Blue stuff. And you guys made this a reality. So it's all your show. And I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for Friday Night Tights. I'll see you in a bit for Fortnite with our members over on the Geeks and Gamers Play channel. Not the main Geeks and Gamers channel, Geeks and Gamers Play. So that's the blue logo. I know we have a lot of channels. I know it's a little, a little confusing at times, but I'll see you guys over there. Have a great night, everyone, and we will talk to all of you a little bit later. Good night.